Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lauren, a soon-to-be mama currently in my second trimester. Today I wanted to share some gentle exercises specifically designed for those of us dealing with symphysis pubis dysfunction, or SPD, during pregnancy. SPD can be incredibly uncomfortable and often feels like sharp or aching pain in the pelvis, especially during movements like lunging, standing on one leg, deep squats, or even simple tasks like getting in and out of bed or the car. Since I'm currently experiencing this myself, I wanted to share some of the exercises I've been doing to help manage the discomfort. Exercises I hope will help you as well. In this video, we'll use a yoga ball to support and stabilize our movements while strengthening and gently stretching the muscles around the pelvis, hips, lower back, and core. These exercises are safe, soothing, and designed to reduce discomfort while keeping you mobile and connected to your body as it prepares for birth. Remember to always listen to your body, honor how you're feeling today. If you're pregnant, you've probably seen these giant yoga balls before. If you don't have one yet, you can easily order one online through my Amazon storefront, which I will link below. So without further ado, grab your yoga ball. You don't necessarily need a mat, just some open space, and let's get started. Begin by sitting on your yoga ball, and you ideally want your hips to be about the same height as your knees or slightly above. You don't want the ball to be so small to where your hips are below your knees. When you go to purchase one of these, you can go according to your height. So for me, I'm 5'3", and I believe I got the large ball, which is 55 to 65 centimeters. But you can, again, gauge that based off of your height. So as you're sitting on the ball, we're gonna start with 360-degree breathing, or transverse abdominal activation. So you're gonna take your hands to your belly, and already by sitting on the ball, there is a level of core activation to keep you stable and balanced. So we're already, at one level there. But I want you to imagine that when you exhale, you are gently wrapping saran wrap from the back of your spine towards your belly, or a hugging sensation from the back towards your belly, and a lifting sensation upwards. So relax your shoulders, sitting up tall, think like there's a string attached to the crown of the head. Take a deep inhale, feel that 360-degree expansion and expansion down into the base of the pelvis. Now, as you exhale, hug up and in. Feel everything kind of firming around the belly again. Inhale, expansion out and down. Exhale, contraction up and in. Might take a few tries to feel what I'm explaining, but continue breathing just like that on your own. We're going to go for 10, so we so far have done 2. And that was 5 for me, so halfway there. Again, think lifting up and in, hugging your baby or babies in. Inhale. Exhale, hugging in and up. Continue at your own pace. Good, I have one more. Good, and for me, that is 10. So if your eyes are closed, to help you focus, go ahead and open them. And now we're going to do some movement for the pelvis. So you can bring your hands to your hips here, and we're gonna start with pelvic tilts, or think like a cat-cow through the pelvis here. So inhale, tilt the pelvis forward so your tailbone points behind you. And then exhale, tilt the pelvis backwards so the tailbone curls underneath you. And again, we're gonna do 10 of these. And going both directions is gonna be counted as 1. So for me, that was 3, 4, inhale to tilt forward, exhale to tilt back, that was 5, halfway there. Notice how this requires activation of your core, your glutes, just all around the pelvis. I'm gonna go for one more. I kind of lost count there. That's okay too. All right, so now we're gonna go side to side. So I want you to think like you're hiking one hip up or swaying one hip out and then swaying the other hip out, okay? So again, side to side movement. We're gonna do 10. Both directions is 1. So for me, that was 3, 4, 5, 6, lots of funky sounds with the ball, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to do a circular motion. So think like you're trying to move your pelvis in a circle. So you're gonna circle to the right, or I'm going to my right. You can go whichever way you would like to first, but we're gonna get both directions. That was 3, 4, just embracing all the sounds and the movements. 6, 8, 2 more, and last one. Okay, so now we're gonna go in the other direction, 10 again. I think that was 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. So now as you're here, you don't necessarily need to have anything to squish into. You can actually just use your hands. So you're gonna take your hands on the inside of your thighs, and you have to readjust so that your legs are about parallel with one another. You're gonna take a breath in, and as you exhale, press your hands to the thighs, thighs to hands, and feel that activation lifting up. Again, inhale, relax. Exhale, press in, and hug in. So combining that breath work that we did at the beginning with that activation of your adductors. Again, inhale and exhale. And we're going for 10. It doesn't need to be really intense, really forceful, just a gentle amount of resistance. I think that was 5. So halfway there. Two more for me. Last one. Good. Give your legs a little bit of a rest. So keep in mind, if you do have a pillow and you want to utilize that, you can, but you can do this with just the ball and your hands. So now you're going to place your hands to the outsides of the thighs, relax your shoulders, take a breath in. As you exhale, again, thinking engaging up and hugging in as you press your knees out towards the hands. 10 as well. Good, I think I've got one more. Nice. And then go ahead and release. Just to kind of round out everything, we're gonna do, again, those pelvic tilts. 5 though, so tilting back and tilting forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna go side to side, 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do 5 circles in both directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess the way, oh, there we go. There's the sound. That was 4 and 5. All right. Go ahead and rest your hands to your thighs. Those are really simple exercises that you can do. Again, it helps you just kind of relax the pelvic floor a bit, to get more expansion in your breathing and to feel that core activation. Now, the last exercise I will show is supine on your back. So if it's uncomfortable and you're later on in your pregnancy, like later 3rd trimester, you're more than welcome to skip that part. Otherwise, you're going to slowly make your way to your back. I find that if I'm having that flare up, that kneeling first helps, and then I sit to one side and make my way to my back, okay? So as you lie down, you're going to take the ball on your belly and on your thighs, like so, okay? So just kind of let it rest there. You're gonna use the ball against your thighs as leverage to create some abdominal pressure, okay? I'm not pushing down on my belly, I'm pushing into my thighs. So take a breath in here, feel that expansion around your waist and into the base of the pelvis. As you exhale, you're going to gently press hands to the ball and hug it. Again, inhale and exhale. We're going to do 10 of those, just like everything else. Breath in and breath out. I think I have 2 more. And final one. Nice. So that is our final exercise. So to get up, I find it the easiest on your back and your inner thighs to roll to one side and engage the glute of the opposing side you're rolling towards. So since I'm rolling to my right, I'm going to engage my glute on the left. That makes it a lot less painful on the inner thighs. Then I'm going to use my top hand to help press myself up. And then I come onto hands and knees. And then I press myself up. Okay, so a lot of legs together to both get up and get down instead of kneeling one leg at a time and lifting one leg at a time. So I hope you found this class helpful, especially if you're dealing with that SPD pain or discomfort like I am. I know the other day I had a really bad flare up because I was overdoing it when I was teaching. And so the last 2 days I've really taken it easy and doing just these exercises. It's helped significantly, much less pain in my inner thighs and in my groin, especially when getting in and out of the car or in and out of bed. So if you're experiencing the same thing as me, feel free to return to this video whenever you need it to help you manage that discomfort as you prepare your body for birth. And feel free to check out all my other prenatal yoga classes and non-prenatal yoga classes as well on all my other playlists. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my future class releases. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you next time.